Welcome to Hair Story. We are here today with Felice Valvano, one of the co-owners of the Valvano Salon in St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada. I recently met you probably about 3 years ago to check up. We've known each other for a number of years, but to check up on how life after COVID was going. And then now we have a chance to meet each other again after a few years. It's lovely to see you again. I chatted with your brother Tony, and now I'm going to chat with you. So
Thank you,
it's
Jeff.
lovely to see you again. Are you breathing a sigh of relief that COVID is a conversation that isn't virtually happening anymore?
Yes.
It
Yeah,
is
for sure.
interesting. Most
Yeah.
people don't think about it much anymore.
No, not too much. It was kind of like this bizarre world that happened 3, 4 years ago that we all had
Yes.
to go through, unfortunately. And some good, I think some good things came out of that as well too. But for a lot of it, yeah, it was not a good time, and hopefully we never go there again. Yeah.
One of the things that I'd like to chat with you about today, actually, two items I'd like to chat with you about. The first will be about products. I know that you and your brother have designed a product line. The name of the line is,
So it's our own brand. So
yes.
Valvano would be the main brand of the product, and then we have a couple of lines within that.
And what are the lines called?
So right now we just have Valvano as our main luxury brand,
Right.
and then we have a spin-off of that called Blow,
Blow.
which
Okay.
is a line within the Valvano brand.
So we're going to chat about that. And then the second part we're going to chat about is a continuation of a conversation I had with your brother Tony about your salon. One of the neat things I see as I go around North America is that your salon is really a really good example of how salon owners can fight through all we've been through and be successful as a salon with the good, beautiful salon model and not get sucked into renting chairs or, breaking up your salon into multiple models. So we had a great conversation, Tony and I, about recruiting and what you do for recruiting. The second part I'd like to talk to you about is what do you do in your salon after you've recruited or after people have joined you? So we're going to have two-part conversation. We'll start talking about the products. Tell us a little bit about the products. What made you decide to get your products? We'll start with what made you decide you get products.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So this started a very long time ago. Probably we've had our brand now for 21 years. And it was always a kind of a thing about, well, why can't we have our own products? Because if ABC company can have a product line, why can't we? We've always kind of thought about that. So we kind of sourced that out. But what really kind of sealed the deal for us is that we were carrying other brands, and we were carrying, one or two from this brand and 3 or 4 from that brand. So we never had one full brand. So we won't, each company had like little superstars with inside their brand. And sometimes clients are being confused, right? It's okay, well, I'm using a shampoo from this company and a styling product from that company. So we started looking at all that. We started taking all our superstar products, all the products that we love to use, and cohesively put all that together in one line. So we started sourcing out different manufacturers, and that's what all got started, really. And it was also, so that was one reason. But then it's like, if we have our own brand, if we think about it, when our client leaves the salon, takes home my shampoo, our shampoo is with them in the shower every single time. So every time they're doing their hair, every time they're using our products, they're thinking about us. So it was a great way for us to brand ourselves and keep us in the mindset of that client all the time.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So as you went through the process of building a brand, I'm sure there were moments you thought, well, now we know why
What are we
we
doing?
buy other people's brands because it's so difficult
Yeah.
to everything from figuring out the names to the formulas to
Yeah.
making sure that they work to making sure that the label is put on correctly,
Yeah.
et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So you went through clearly all of that
Yes.
and started to build your brand. What challenges did you have along the way?
Well, some of the ones you had just mentioned. So sometimes we would get packaging, and yeah, maybe the labels weren't right or those kind of a thing. What was a little bit, not too much, but we didn't really have, like, it took about a year to build the product. We would get samples in, and it worked, or had to tweak them a little bit. And we didn't really have that many challenges because we already had basically an audience. We already had people to sell the product to because we already had the hundreds of clients that would already come to the salon. So if they were buying a shampoo that we already had, what's not to say they wouldn't buy our own shampoo? And sometimes they would maybe buy that more because they would feel more connected to us as well too. So we did it all. It was great on our shelves, and now we're ready to sell. And so people did buy it, and then it's like, well, are they going to buy it again? Like, are they going to like it as much as we liked it? So luckily and thankfully they did, and they continued to buy. And and that's how it kind of really grew, one client at a time, basically. Um, Other challenges, I think, weren't really too many because we were very focused on doing it. So I think if you're focused on something, challenges come up, but you work through those challenges, and that's what and that's what keeps you going, and you have that one goal in mind, right? So we didn't really just kind of, oh, okay, we'll give up on that, because we do have friends that we knew that also went down the same path to start their own brand, but after a few years, they just kind of gave it up because it is a lot of work. Exactly like you said, a lot of research, a lot of testing. What do we call it? What do we write on the bottles? All those different things, right?
And so, as you've gone through the years now of your brand, I know you went through some challenges with manufacturers
Yeah.
changing or manufacturers not being able to continue meeting your specifications.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about those challenges.
So yeah, the first company we were using, the products were great. They weren't overly consistent, and then we wanted to get into aerosols. We wanted to expand the line. So when we looked at expanding the line, we found that our current manufacturer wasn't really giving us everything that we needed. So we kept sourcing out other manufacturers. We would go to shows, in LA, in California, and also in Italy, to source out different manufacturers, and then that's how we kept going and continued to grow our brand as the industry needed different products, and as the consumer was asking for different things as well.
So your brand currently has two sections to it, Valvano and then BLOW.
Correct.
Talk to us about the Valvano line. Help us understand.
So yeah, so the Valvano line, we really wanted to hone down, and this was just after a year now. We spent the whole year rebranding, remanufacturing, reformulating all our products. We've currently introduced 10 brand new products that we've never had before, but they're solely focused now on the health of the hair, the health of the planet, and the health of us. So no sulfates, no parabens, no alcohols, just pure product, all botanically derived, to really focus on the health of the hair. We've slimmed our line down. There's less products now, but they're more encompassing. So for example, we have two shampoos, either to hydrate your hair or to build volume to your hair. And over the years, those are the challenges that people had. And so that's what we focused on. Now they're intermixable. If somebody has finer hair, they may want to do a volumizing shampoo with a hydrating conditioner, that kind of a thing. So everything's intermixable, but we really streamlined the line to be strictly very focused on the end result and the one product used to be able to do multiple things.
So that's your Valvano, what we'll call your luxury.
That's our Valvano luxury brand. And the packaging is, very earthy, very natural. We also had my niece that's in graphic design. She helped with all the labels of the brand as well too. So we keep everything within the family,
Super.
And
That's
then
awesome.
our blow line is going to be more of not, let's say, trendy, but you're going to have products that are geared for someone that wants a bit more of a higher performance from their hair. So we just are about to introduce a powder. We're about to introduce a curl cream. We have a light aerosol spray that doubles as conditioning, but also builds texture within the hair. And then, of course, we have a peppermint shampoo and conditioner that is amazing for the scalp.
So currently your distribution is through your salon, and I
Correct.
know you're starting to work on distribution outside to other salons
Yeah.
and distributors.
Yeah.
Is that your long-term goal, to be distributing your brand into the entire hair industry?
Yeah, that would be amazing to the hair industry and also really to the consumer.
To the consumer.
So, you know, one of the, like we're talking back about COVID, one of the good things that came out of COVID is that we actually built, you know, an online store, like a Shopify platform that my brother worked on that. And that was a way for us to keep selling our product. So we had the time, because we weren't in the salon doing anything. So we had the time to actually build that out now. So again, that helps with our business.
Now, that's valvano.com, or where do I go to?
So if you go to valvano.com, there is a billboard there that you can hit the link, and it'll take you right to our Shopify account. And our Shopify is Valvano Beauty at Shopify. Yeah.
Okay, so Valvano, Valvano.
Correct.
Valvano.com.
Yeah.
Is where I
is-
go, and then I can go to your shop.
Yeah, it'll just have a big banner shop online, or from our Instagram as well. Our
Okay.
Instagram account at Valvano Salon also has all the links there for our website and for our Shopify.
Oh, super. Now let's spend a few minutes talking about the second half of our conversation. When I was talking with your brother Tony, he gave me some brilliant advice. I role played as if I was wanting to rebuild my salon to its glory days.
Okay.
And since you are, in my opinion, one of the outstanding examples of a successful salon in all of North America, quite frankly, I see you don't rent chairs out.
Right.
You don't have to change your business model. You have a vibrant group of people altogether. How many people now working?
I think there's about 14 of us in
14
total.
people working in the salon.
Yeah.
So you are an example of what a great salon can be.
Yeah.
And so I role played that here I am
Yeah.
struggling because a lot of my people left.
Yeah.
I'm renting
Yeah.
chairs. I'm tearing my hair out, or what's left of
Yeah.
my hair.
Yeah.
And various things that I have to do to try and keep life going.
Yeah.
And yet I'm wishing I could go back to the good old days. And one of the things
Yeah.
that Tony brilliantly showed me was various ways you recruit,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is one of the secrets to your
Yes.
success. I'd like to talk to you about a second secret to your success, which is what happens after you recruit people. So I'd like you
Yes.
to teach me, if you will, as a fellow salon owner who aspires to be like
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you do with your people after
Yeah.
they work with you?
Yeah, that's well. Thank you, Jeff. Actually, thank you for those for comments. I mean, listen. You know, we've been here for 25 years at our location, and for any business, let alone the salon, to be still in business after 25 years, we have to be doing something right. But education has always been the root of our business from day one. You know, we agreed that if we were going to have a salon, every single person that worked in our company had to be educated, both technically and then also interpersonal skills, how to talk to somebody, what to say, how to say it, when to say it. I think that's super, super important. And so, you know, those personalities, we work on that as well, too. On the technical part of it, because at the end of the day, you have to be able to still do good hair. You have to be able to cut hair well, and you have to be able to color hair well. And so we have a very, and this is dear to my heart, we have a very intricate internal training program that we put every one of our stylists through. And it consists of 5 classes. So it's 5 consecutive days or 5 consecutive weeks. And they are 6-hour classes, and we work on technique.
So help me understand that.
Yeah.
I'm a new recruit.
Yeah.
I've joined your salon.
Yeah.
You're going to put me through 5 classes,
Correct.
and each class is a full day or 6 hours. Or
So each class is full day.
are they consecutive, or are they spread out across?
So they're going to be spread across every week. So every Monday for
Every
the next
Monday, I'll
5
do a
weeks.
6-hour class.
Correct.
And what will you be teaching me in those classes?
Okay, so yeah, in those classes, the Mondays, or we sometimes do a Thursday morning.
Right.
So each session is they're 3 hours long, and so on a full day, of course, you have 2 of those classes. And in those classes, they are very specific on technique-wise. So, for example, let's say we're going to do a layering class, where the technique is of layering hair. It'll be a very specific 3-hour session on that particular technique. So there's 3 different layering techniques, there's 3 different one-length cutting techniques, and then there's 3 different graduation techniques. So all those go through the classes. And then we touch on, of course, blow drying, your basic tint retouch, and then your basic highlighting class as well, too. We also do consultation classes. So how to have a consultation with somebody, because the consultation, in our opinion, is the single most important aspect of the visit. You have to get that right. You have to get a full understanding of what you're about to do with that client, and the client needs to know what's about to happen to them as well too.
So one thing you mentioned is you give your recruits classes,
Yes.
literal classes,
Yes.
where you teach them techniques
Yeah,
and skills.
correct.
Is that ongoing, nonstop as they're with you, or is that just for the first period of time and then you say, off you go, good luck?
Yeah, so initially it is that first initial happening, but then we revisit it every year, year after year. So after your first year, it'll be optional for one of our team members to revisit the classes again if they want to, because it'll be the next set of recruitments, correct? And so a lot of times it's like, well, I already did that class, but we do find that even after the year, you kind of get sloppy maybe a little bit, or you get comfortable a little bit, and you want to revisit the exact way to do something technique wise, and it just helps to improve your work. And so everybody does always retake the classes, and I love that aspect of
So
it.
there's one main point you've made to me now, is that if I am wanting to rebuild my salon, I should make sure I invest in the education of my team.
Yeah.
Okay? What other things do you do in your salon after I become a member of your salon?
So yeah, that part of it is really, really super important. And then of course now we work on the business aspect of it. Okay, great. So we've hired you, you've been trained. We constantly do that. And then we work on you, on a monthly basis, sometimes bi-weekly, or maybe once a month or twice a month. They will meet with our HR department, constantly going over their numbers. Okay, so where are you at? Where do you want to go? This is what it looks like. What can we improve
That's
on?
really interesting,
Yeah.
because as I've gone around the country talking to salon owners, I haven't heard that a lot.
Okay.
That they sit down with each person and talk about their numbers. And
Yeah.
so talk to me a little bit more about that. That sounds amazing.
Well, listen, Jeff, it seems pretty simple, but I don't know why, we don't do it, right? So as a hairdresser, okay, I have my skill. I know what I'm doing. I'm doing clients in a chair. Now, we are very goal specific as well too. So you need to know your numbers, right? It's like that old saying, well, if you don't keep score, you don't know, you can't win a game unless you keep score, right? You don't know where you're at. So we work with them, and they love it because they need to know where they're at as well too. Okay, you know what, this week, I met my goal, or I didn't meet my goal, or I missed it by $100, or if I just sold one more product, or if I just did one more haircut, I would have reached my goal. Mm-hmm. And also what we do, we have a big scoreboard downstairs in our staff room.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So every staff member is listed. So everybody's numbers that works in a salon, it's all transparent. It's all right there.
That's amazing.
And every week that they've met their goal, it gets highlighted.
Oh, nice.
So it's a quick check, right?
Yes.
You go down, you look at the board. I don't have any highlights under my name. Maybe I should get out there and try to get another client in the salon, right? So it's really that simple. Or it's like, wow, look at this person. They've got highlighted every single week. They've met their goals every single week. And what does that really mean? It means more money in your pocket, right? And that's really the way, the only way for hairdressers to, not the only way, but one way for hairdressers to make more money is basically you have to either do more, you have to charge more. So that's what we work on all the time.
So you've given me two very big points. So number one is I've got to set up good, solid educational programs ongoing for my members,
Yeah.
for my team. The second one you've given me is you need to go beyond that as a salon owner and help your team members to understand the money they're making and how
Correct.
they can make more money, and motivate them and put systems in so that they understand this concept of making good money
Yeah.
and being successful.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that your salon does that makes you who you are? Anything relative to your team members working together, or
Yeah.
any other things that you supply them that works well?
Yeah, I think just that. I think just working as a team, working as a unit, the way our business is structured.
So give me something specific, if you don't mind,
Yeah.
that helps me see
Yeah.
that you develop a team mentality within you.
Yeah. So, okay, one perfect example: a blow dryer starts. That means somebody is blow drying hair. And when we built this building, there's no walls here, right? It's one big giant room
Right.
for the purpose that if I'm across the room, I can see what's happening on the other side of the room. And if a hairdresser is starting to blow dry somebody's hair and their hair is down to their waist, well, I'm going to go over and I'm going to help blow dry that. So, so 90
You
percent
mean
of
to
the
say that
time,
you don't, I don't need to be asked to do that? Is that what you're saying?
correct.
The way it works in your salon is
It's
if a team member sees someone with long hair having a blow dry, they
correct.
immediately think,
Oh,
I've got to go help, and I'll go help.
correct.
Wow, that's
100%. And
amazing.
they see it done, and clients love it because now, ooh, I got two hairdressers
So
blow
your
drying my hair.
compensation then works on an hourly rate then? You pay them on an hourly rate? So they're
We're
not thinking, oh, I'm losing money if I go and help them.
100%. So it's hourly rate, but there is a bonus structure built into that,
Okay, got it.
right? So and that's where all the numbers come into play. But even our stations, when we designed and built our stations, so all our work areas have two blow dryers per one chair,
Okay.
specifically so someone can come over, grab the extra blow dryer, and help blow dry hair.
Oh, I've never
So that's
heard
one
that.
way of
Awesome.
helping. I mean, there's one, and then we'll go as far as, you're both blow, and if, even on our Instagram, you'll see some of the videos on our Instagram posted that, two people are working on the one client. But that works many, many different ways because that client now has just been introduced to two different hairdressers. So let's say one day, oh, Cameron is busy. She can't do my hair. Oh, what about that girl, Evelyn? She was blow drying my hair. She did a great job as well, too. I'll have her do my hair today.
Oh, interesting. Very
So it works really well.
So you've given us three, and there are more, but based on time, we're going to focus on those three brilliant
Yeah.
ideas I've heard to go rebuild my Jeff Alford salon.
Yeah.
And so now as I review those methods, I'm thinking, okay, maybe I should reach out to Felice and ask him to educate me.
Sure. I'd
But
be happy to
but I
help.
think one of the things in our industry I believe we should be looking more at doing
Yeah.
is talking with each other, helping each other. You've just described a team member concept within the salon.
Yeah.
And as I go around, I'm starting to get the sense that we should start team member concepts of salon owners.
I love that idea.
Certainly, definitely something we can use. And then, just in conclusion, one of the things that one of the subjects you and I were talking about before we started talking
Mm-hmm.
this morning was the fact that our young people in the world in general
Yeah.
are facing a huge dilemma now and in the future,
Yeah.
where these entry level jobs, whether they were farming jobs of before,
Yes.
or fast food jobs, or entry level jobs in the auto industry, for example,
Yes.
they have all died or are dying.
Yes.
And then we were talking about the fact that here's this incredible opportunity sitting out there
Yeah.
in the world of hair salons and owners, to send the message out to the young people, this is a beautiful entry level job. Can you take a couple of minutes and talk about that and inspire me as a young person to that this is an entry level
Yeah.
job I should take up?
100%. Yeah. So just like you said, it is a beautiful job. So we come to work. I get to, put on some nice clothes. I do my hair. I come into work. I can listen to music. I'm talking to people all day long. It's a very social environment. We can talk to one another. There's a lot of laughter that's happened. Sometimes there's tears that are shed. It's a very personal industry. And I think one of the greatest feelings I get every day from working as a hairdresser is when that client gets up out of my chair, the look on her face, she walks out with confidence. She feels good about herself. She's now ready to take on the world. And also as a hairdresser, we have to remember how important we are to somebody else's life because, okay, you're going to get married. You got your hair done. You're going for a job interview. You're going to get your hair done. You're going for first day of school. You're going to get your hair done. All these different things. We're very important in many, many aspects to someone's health, both emotionally and physically as well, too. And it's fun.
So
And we get to work with others.
That's wonderful. That's very inspiring. In fact, what I'm going to suggest to Reggie, who's our producer,
Yeah.
to take some of these clips you've just said,
Yeah.
and really put them out there as clips as to why you should consider an entry level job
Yeah.
as a hairdresser.
Yeah, I'll be happy to talk and inspire anyone.
Absolutely. We'll definitely be back to you. So, Felice, lovely to see you again.
Thank you, Jeff.
Lovely to talk to you. And I'm looking forward to following up with a few more subjects in the future. So,
Great.
keep well and love to your family, and we'll talk soon.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.